Well, hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about Marvel's New Warriors and the controversy surrounding the designs. I suppose you all heard about the outrage. However, I still want to give a small recap, because, as always, I'm late to the party. Marvel released a teaser trailer for the new comic book. They presented the designs, and to say it nicely, they were quite underwhelming. Also, many comic book fans feel insulted by the new left path comic books take. However, I don't want to talk about the quality of the book here. I just want to give my unqualified opinion here, and how I would have designed the characters. I chose Snowflake and Safespace for the redesign, because I think they look the most bland and most uninspired. I don't want to shit on the artist. I think his work on other comic books is great. I don't know what happened here. The design looks a little heartless, like there was not enough time given, or something else. For example, giving both characters the same design with only the colors changing looks rather dull. I mean, if I want to be a superhero, I want to look unique, and I want to have a costume that resembles my abilities. At least in my opinion. No one will look at Snowflake and say, yes, that girl can throw ice shurikens at me. For me, she looks more like a cyclist from Pokemon who wants to fight me. So, with that in mind, I tried to design the characters, and I want to keep parts of the original design, so that you could still identify the characters. I started with Safespace, because I got an idea for him right away. At first, I wanted to change his hairstyle, because I thought the other one looked quite weird. Then I wanted to make his little jacket thingy way bigger, so that he could protect himself. As some of you may know, his power is creating safe spaces around other people, but not himself. Very subtle, Marvel, very subtle. So he should have something to protect him, while everyone else is safe. Next was his suit. I left it quite similar, because I liked the base. I got rid of the icon on his chest, because I personally think it's quite overused. I did the same with Snowflake's icon. Also, I didn't draw the knee protection, because it looks so stupid to me. I mean, it looks like a kindergarten kid who wants to dress as a superhero. And last but not least, I gave him some sport shoes, so that he could run better. If you can't protect yourself, you should at least be able to run from attacks. I personally think his superpower is an interesting one, because you could do so much with this. For example, it plays heavily on teamwork. Moving on to Snowflake's design. I also changed her hair, because when I think of snow, white, long, flowy hair comes to mind. I gave her a ponytail so that the hair wouldn't annoy her in battle. I also changed the face expressions and the pose of both, because in my opinion it should show the character of the person you're portraying. And so I gave her a more feminine pose, where she looks more or less friendly, and him a cocky, more self-confident pose. I gave her a fur jacket because of the association that winter is cold. When I think of a character with ice powers, I want them to wear an outfit based on winter clothes. I also wanted to repeat the fur pattern all across her design. I gave her some over-knee boots in honor of the knee pads. So, moving on to the colors. I wanted to stay close to the original, but make it more interesting. Tell me if I succeeded or if I failed. I don't understand the debate about women wearing pink and men blue. I mean, in ancient Rome the men wore pink, because it was considered a valuable color. So why is it now such a big point? Like, wow, he wears pink. I think this is just stupid to show a progression through a simple color swap. But hey, I digress. Moving on to the for many people worst part, their names. Safespace and Snowflake are insults targeting mostly feminist groups on social media. By the way, please follow me on Instagram to stay up to date with my content. Taking an insult and using it for your own culture is a common thing, because the insult loses all the power it got. We see that, for example, with the N-word. It can be quite empowering, or just failing miserably. But why does it fail with Safespace and Snowflake? I'm not quite sure. The best explanation I could come up with was that these words are just the tip of the iceberg. It isn't an oppressed group, which is tormented. It is a group of people who go to extremes and feel entitled because of the internet. Safespace and Snowflake aren't just words, they are memes. And so everyone and their grandma are making fun of them. So how would I improve this? There are two ways. First, just give them another cool superhero name, like all the others got. I won't try it though, because that is quite difficult, at least for me. The second one would be to stick with the names, but make the characters self-aware. And by that, I don't mean make them annoyingly funny or something like that. I mean make them not take themselves too serious. So that was my redesign. What do you think, and how would you change them? Tell me in the comments down below. That's it for today. Thanks for watching, and please leave a like and subscribe to my channel. Hope you enjoyed my speed paint. Bye!